Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Okie dokie. Since this thing is going to take forever, I want to go ahead and get it started now. God, when this knife is sharp, it actually works great. Alright, so we're going to be making this pasta, but first we got to cook this, and that takes about an hour. So while that's happening, we're going to throw together some homemade Rice Krispie treats. I'm going to make the marshmallow fluff myself. Well, those are not even. Oh well. Gotta get these seeds out. Not a big pumpkin seed guy myself. Pumpkin is just a type of squash. Alright. As you can see, empty. Okay. So now just a little bit of salt, pepper, a couple garlic cloves I'm actually going to stick in there to roast while it's going, and a bit of olive oil, and then we're moving on to starting the candy making. These are slightly tilted. There we go. Oh, didn't see that there. Go. Now let's do the garlic. we're basically confying this garlic with the squash that we're roasting, and then we are going to essentially puree it once it's done and turn it into a sauce that we are then going to add to some bacon. It should be quite good. So think similar to what you would be doing for like a butternut squash soup. It just well, that one broke apart and fell in. Let's go with this other one. There we go. All right, so we're going to cook this in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to dessert. Dessert should take 20 to 30 minutes, maybe? We'll see how much I mess up the sugar. And then from there, okay. We'll clean that off here in a second. All right. We need to get the gelatin blooming. Mixing bowl. Okay, so we need 14 grams of unflavored gelatin. One of these bags should be just over 7. That's 8, yep. 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. What? All right, now I need a half cup of cold water.
Make it cold.
All right, half cup of water. We're going to let this sit and let the gelatin bloom. This is what's going to become our marshmallow. No, you let it sit. All right, next up, we're going to brown butter, which I've never done, but is pretty easy. Browning butter is just a process of heating up butter and stirring constantly until the butter separates into water, solids, and butter fat, milk fat. The solids sink to the bottom, and that's where they brown. So they can also burn, so part of this will be making sure we don't screw it up. High quality butter, whisk butter continuously over medium heat. Medium. So we're ultimately trying to get this brown to look like golden brown, like if you toasted some bread. Oh, hey Grant, welcome. How was your birthday? So yeah, you know we're going to get to the right point when this butter starts to foam, or it's going to bubble and then it will foam, and then we're at the point where it's going to start browning. Golden brown texture like sun. Great, I just worked though. Oh, well that's kind of lame. Did you eat anything nice, or did you do a sandwich? Oh, you probably did pizza. Go to Brianna's or something? I also apparently had to pick the most labor whisking intensive 2 recipes. We're having Easter plus my birthday this weekend with the fam. Oh, that'll be fun. I say we're, but I'm making Rice Krispy treats. I have Morgan on standby for help just because we're going to start making gelatin into marshmallow fluff, and that can be a process. We got to get the temperature just right. I've got plenty of extra gelatin packets, so it's not like if we screw it up, it's going to be the end of the world. We also technically also have mini marshmallows, so worst comes to worst. As long as I don't use my 1 box of Rice Krispies, we're good. As you can see, we're starting to get to the foam state. The yep, pizza, you got it. The marshmallow part is the hardest part. Yeah. Browning butter isn't difficult, it's just you can burn it. As you can see, it's already starting to change a little bit of color. It's not a lot, but definitely has developed a very nice, nutty smell, though. I'm a fan of the peanut butter Rice Krispie treats. No peanut butter, but I am thinking about doing half normal and then half with like mini chocolate chips, since we already have them. This is also the same way that you make clarified butter or ghee. You heat it up until the three parts separate. Whenever I make cookies, I always brown the butter. It makes it so much better. At least chocolate chip ones. I'm going to do half and half. This is my first time making the gelatin for this. Normally, we just do marshmallows. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how it's different from using just marshmallows. Also, I've never done that. Well, basically, you use 2 packets of unflavored gelatin, 14 grams, a half cup of water, and you let the gelatin bloom. And then you melt the butter, which is what I'm doing. As you can see, it's starting to get the nice golden brown. Let it go for another 15, 30 seconds, and then I'm going to pull it. Well, you're in luck. We're now to the gelatin phase. As you can see, look at that beautiful brown butter. flavor be more pronounced without the marshmallow? Well, we're still making marshmallow. We're just not using pre-made marshmallows. Supposedly, it's supposed to be even nuttier. Okay, so we got our brown butter good. Next is the hard part. So, here's my candy thermometer. All right, in a pot, stirring the remaining 1/2 cup water, sugar, and vinegar until combined, cooked over medium-high until it hits 238 or 240 without stirring. All right. So 2 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, and 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. Half cup of water. There's the first cup. And there's the second cup. Okay. You're supposed to stir this until it's combined. Okay. Medium-high heat until we hit 238 to 240. All right, so here's our blooming gelatin over here. I'm an idiot. I should have done this in here. Oh well.
Is it going to be able to reach it?
Yes. All right, so I put the gelatin into the actual mixing. We are not supposed to touch this mixture at all. How are you making the gelatin? Gelatin comes in a packet, dude. You just add water, let it sit. Yeah, it's a powder. It's not like I'm extracting it from animal bones, which is technically how you make gelatin. Well, they have gelatin. Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, what we're looking for is the softball in candy making terms, which is at 240 mark. And anytime you're making candy, you are not supposed to stir it because it'll mess with the development of your sugar crystals. So we're basically just at a wait and see kind of situation. While this is continuing, I'm going to go ahead and prep our 9x13 that this will be going into. Do you think I ought to just spray the shit out of this, or do you think I should put parchment paper down? I guess spraying is probably going to be the easiest thing to do. Huh? Yeah. I'm going to go with the spray.
Yeah.
Parchment paper is difficult to work with sometimes when you want to.
It is. When Rochelle makes her Rice Krispie treats from scratch, she sprays the crap out of stuff.
Yeah, and I was reading that when we're done, we should cut them individually and then wrap them in plastic wrap individually in order to keep them from drying out. So,
That makes sense.
are you going to eat an entire 9x18 thing of Rice Krispies? Because I wouldn't put it past you.
I could.
It is the weekend.
I could totally do that.
You haven't even finished your 30 pack. See, you didn't finish it.
There's like 2 left.
Yes, but you didn't finish it. The key word was you, not. I'm not making these for you to take to work. I'd make them for Craig, but I don't think he can eat them anymore. Yes, Grant. After this hits that 240, we are going to put it in the mixing bowl, add vanilla, and then uh, start hitting it on high speed until it is tripled in volume and it is white and glossy. So like marshmallow fluff. What? Fluff is ready when it drips very slowly from mixer when raised. And then at that point, we pour in the brown butter, beat on high until combined, and then fold in our Rice Krispies. And then they go in the oven for 20 minutes. Or not the oven, the refrigerator for 20 minutes to cool. Which I think we have room for. If not, we'll figure it out at the time. Yeah. Why is this out? Well, this handheld thermometer says it's at 224. My candy thermometer says it's at not even 200. So I'm going to go with the handheld one because this candy thermometer has been known to have issues. We tried to make caramel once. This is why you should have multiple thermometers. $227. As you can see, it pretty much looks like corn syrup at this point. Getting this on your hands or anything would be absolutely devastating. $228. Yeah, we're just hitting 200 on my candy thermometer. $230. Stop below napalm. Yeah, seriously. 232. $233. 235, 236. We're so close. 237, 238. Wait. Okay. All right, we need to add our teaspoon of vanilla, and then we are good to go. Sorry, I'll reset the camera as soon as I get this going. In another bowl that I can pour. Smells wonderful. think this is what I want. You come here and tell me what you think of this.
Dog?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be triple in volume, white and glossy.
Is this the point where it's supposed to drip off your thing?
Yes, this is supposed to slowly drip off. I think that's a quick drip. It looks like it's kind of a slow drip.
Slowish. Might still be a little runny, but yeah.
I mean, we can go a little longer.
I think if it's not there, it's pretty close.
I mean, that looks pretty glossy. Yeah, this looks like marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, that was a much slower drip, too.
Yeah.
It's a lot closer, yeah.
This is what we were looking for. Like I said, I got nervous. All right, so now to add the brown butter. I would say that's mixed in. Can you come help me even this out between the two? All right, we've got 2 containers here.
I'm good.
Okay. That's tasty.
Do you need me to do this? Oh, you could have gone more than that.
Well, I'm gonna do.
I put the rest in there.
There's still quite a bit.
Oh, well, that one's definitely lighter. Are you just going to squish them half and half?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't even, like, spatula it.
That's what I mean. Is you want more? They look about even now.
Let's do this one first. Because it doesn't have the chocolate chips. Because you're going to use the same spatula, right?
Yeah.
Yes, do this one first.
So, tasting the marshmallow mix compared to like normal, these are better.
You need to make sure you're getting the bottom.
I am, but I'm trying to not disrupt the stuff too much.
You got a big clump right here. Marshmallow.
And that's a problem?
No, I'm just trying to help.
Should we just put sprinkles on this side and chocolate chips on the other?
Yeah, that's fine.
I would say that looks pretty.
Yep.
What?
Looks like do it one side.
I understand. You can pat it down more in a second. Yeah.
What?
I just want to make sure this was in view. I don't check out as often as I should.
You're filling up over here.
The bowl. I would say that looks pretty well mixed.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some escaping. We can put sprinkles on both of them.
Yeah.
I know you'd say yeah to that. Grant says, "Goddamn, that's some thick Rice Krispies there. Sheesh." Are there any other kind? Do you want to do the pizza versus Mahomes?
Just squish it. Yeah, I can do that.
I know. I'm just trying to clean up the sides. Get the tweezers.
Don't do your snap.
I think somehow. Well, it's probably the chocolate chips making that side.
Yes.
There. I've done my cleanup.
You want a picture of any of this, or
Hey, you want a picture?
before I put sprinkles on?
Yeah. Just in case you screwed up. I'm being realistic. I screw this stuff up all the time. It wasn't meant to be mean. Did you want to Pretty tasty. How's that for a slice of fried gold? You're doing a great job. I don't know why I doubted you.
With sprinkle application?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Baking is one of the few things that I can do.
I would like to point out, though, that this is not baking. There was no baking involved.
Desserts. You've got marshmallow on your chin, by the way.
That's for you
No,
later.
it's like here. I'm not looking at it. Your tongue can't get there. Am I just putting this in?
Yes.
Or do I have to cover it in any way?
No, you just put it in. It needs to refrigerate for 20 minutes.
Middle.
Yeah. That was so tough. Just the little bits. Alrighty. Time to back to dinner. You want to take all of my space, don't you?
I didn't realize you were coming back over. What's that?
I am not backseat sprinkling. I am just telling her what my expectations are. You gotta be clear about your expectations in relationships. Bad communication leads to divorce. Or bad brownies. Or bad Rice Krispies in this one. You got scissors? I thought that these would be easier. Well, you did the job.
Good news, that got caught on camera.
Canon camera?
You just told me to cut them open. You didn't say. You want the other ones cut open?
We'll see. Yeah, probably. Nothing wrong with a nice chalet. There you go. The worst part now is we gotta wait for the dang squash to calm down so that I can scoop it out and blend the crap out of it.
Do you still need me?
Always and forever.
Oh.
Until you retire.
What about my retirement?
I'll be long dead.
No.
I won't even make it till next week. Not with these Rice Krispie treats. I won't lie, I was nervous about the marshmallow. I know, but there was no video with Krispy.
Well, it's like with making icing, where I'm like, am I there? Am I there? And I'm not really there. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is what they meant.
Well, it said turn it on high, so I had it on mostly high. And then I turned it on to very high. I was like, how high do I need to be? Question every California person asks. That was a joke. Yes. What if there's a California person watching? There's not, but there could be. This knife made short work of that squash, which is how I know this knife is actually sharp.
So that I sharpened it?
Yeah. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw at one point Cole was on here. I don't know if he still is. He may have also just been tuning in from the back. He saw Rice Krispie treats and went, ew.
Who?
Yeah.
No, who?
Cole.
Rice Krispie treats are delicious.
I've never seen him eat a Rice Krispie treat. That being said, I mean, I've only worked with him for 6 years, but can't say I've been with him every moment. Now, Maddie, she seemed like a person who would love a Rice Krispie treat.
What's that supposed to
She,
be? Because she was like, when you brought me desserts that one time, she was like, Cole, are you taking notes?
yeah. She seemed very dessert oriented.
Because dessert should be.
She never turned down a free cookie. Well, I mean, I wouldn't either. That's not a negative. It's just. I don't know if it was the breakfast or the leftover Chinese food, but my stomach has been a little iffy today.
I'm guessing it's the Chinese food?
I don't know.
What? Who knows?
Yeah. That's what we need. You to get in a car wreck, and I'm just going to go to the hospital for, like, severe bouts of stomach problems. What do you want to do for the weekend?
I was originally going to do planting and stuff, but with my toe, I can't really brush.
Classic.
I mean, maybe.
You got to give me credit. Those, just from that little tiny taste. Come on, those were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna tell me your friends is better?
She makes scotcheroos.
She said Rice Krispie trees.
The same type of process.
Oh, that's a Scotch. Oh. All right, we're gonna let those cool for a little bit while we continue to slice and dice it. Cool enough to handle, remove garlic cloves, scoop out all squash, leaving skin, blend with chicken stock and cream, squeeze garlic out the cloves and add them, blend until smooth. Shallots. Alright, I need a little bit of sage, choppeted. Saged. I lost another subscriber. That's fine. The Lozzie, the girl who liked to draw boats. No idea. That's not too bad. Was the bigger mixing bowl in here?
Both of them that we used.
No, the one with the rim. Oh, to the back. You know I would never look there. What? Yeah, he came back, drank some water, and now he's standing there. Putting this back in the oven. This is even done. We'll let that go another 10-ish minutes. And we'll go ahead and get to work on the bacon. There's that. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick and then make a baggie for that. Hey, what's up? It's been a minute. There's some fancy looking bacon. Hey, Ghetto, welcome. It's funny enough, I'm actually I'm subbing this bacon for pancetta because I couldn't find any. We made dessert already, and we're currently in the middle of dinner. I'm sure it's close to pancetta. I mean, yeah, it's just it's some bacony bacony. It's some peppery bacon. I really like it. We've used it on a couple other things before and had it for just sandwiches. It's pretty good. It should work well with the what we're going for today. What have you been up to, man? You missed the barbecue stream. Is this vegetarian, perhaps? The dessert is. Looks like guanciale. Have you had that? I've not bought guanciale, but I've had it in restaurants. That's the pig jowl. Elaine joined.
I mean, isn't your friend aside from the bacon gonna do that?
Yeah, I mean, my wife's right. Other than the bacon, this is actually vegetarian because so far this is just butternut squash. Sorry, I missed that. Not much work is buying me a Samsung S24, and so that's awesome. Yes, jowl, exactly, but for certain dishes they swear by it. Yeah. Here, Lan, let me wash my hands and I'll show you the dessert. Yeah, Ghetto, we did smoked ribs. They were on the grill. They were on the smoker for 7 hours. I did barbecue beans, homemade potato salad. Was there anything else? I don't think so. Was there dessert? I don't think there was a dessert.
Here's mac and cheese without me.
Here's the dessert we made. This is Rice Krispies from scratch. I made the marshmallow fluff myself using gelatin, sugar. We got it in the pot. Got it up to 238. And then we they're like fancy. Brown butter and everything. Sweet, man, all the barbecue fixins. Yeah. It was really good. There's a picture of it on my Instagram, and same with the VOD is up. If you get a chance, it's worth checking out because I basically just show you the end. And then the April Fool's one was really good. April 1st, we made a entirely edible food diorama. It was like mashed potato volcano, Jello ocean filled with Swedish fish and shark fish sticks, dino nuggets. Like, it was a whole thing. It's actually quite cool. There should be a clip up that's only like 2 minutes of us going through it. I have a Rice Krispies hack. A touch of vanilla and it tastes like store-bought ones. Yeah, there's vanilla in these ones. Yeah, it was a pretty cool stream. We actually had quite a few people join in on that one. Sorry you missed it, but I'm glad work's been going well. Right now, we're just waiting on one of my butternut squashes was ready to go. The other one is still in the oven, finishing. I need to scrape it up and blend it together into a sauce. But while that's happening, I'll go ahead and start the bacon and other stuff. Lane, did you get your desk made? Okay, I'm not teaching you any tricks. Your Rice Krispy game is strong. Clip of the April Fool's Day. Thanks, Grant. I did. My setup looks cool as hell. It's about time. You needed something serious. Alright, how much heavy cream do I need? 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Wow, I never thought it would look that cool. Oh, thanks! I think a lot of people, when they finally figured out what it was, were also very skeptical. Alright, that's a 1/4 cup of 1/2 and 1/2, or heavy cream. Whatever you guys want to use. Oh! I just poured it all over the Chinese food. Half and half. We'll come back to that. We'll deal with it at a future date. Alright, let's see if I have a... What was the volcano made of? I think I see refried beans on there. It is actually made of mashed potatoes and A1 mixed together.
There were some.
It looks like refried beans because I thought the potatoes... I didn't cut them equally, so some of them were bigger and some of them were smaller. So the ones that were bigger didn't cook all the way, so they had nice chunks in there. Yeah, it was either going to be barbecue sauce or A1, and I had a whole bottle of A1, so I went with that. But everything you see there is edible, which is the coolest part. The only thing that's not edible is there was a small deli container under the volcano because I didn't have enough mashed potatoes. Everything else is technically edible. Alright, so I need some better bouillon. Better than bouillon chicken. You always got to supplement your stock. You're not very good without a little extra. Does Skipper ever join the stream? Yes, Skipper does usually join the stream. But however, he's looking pretty sickly right now. But we could try and get him. Skipper! You want a treat? Come here, buddy. They want dog cam. Come here, buddy. Now I'm throwing my chives. So potatoes and A1 work. In Britain, they do malt vinegar with their fish and chips, but in Scotland, they do A1. So yeah, A1 works. Could you make a reoccurring segment giving some carrots? Yes, we do that. Come here, bud. Come on. Come. I dropped it. There you go. What a good boy. He is a good boy. He needs to drink his water, though. Why the collar? Long story short, he had surgery, I don't know, about 2.5 weeks ago. He had to have some stitches. And then it got infected. And then 2 days ago, that he had like swelling, and that swelling spot like popped. And so we had to take him to the dog ER. And so he's back in the cone until that's healed. Which is getting better. Although I did just watch him scratch with his foot that spot. He is a turd. Alright, so I pulled the butternut squash back out, but I'm going to put you over here on the bacon while it... This can sit for a minute while I go ahead and carve this stuff out. Yeah, he's fine for right now, but it was definitely a concern. It would almost be easy to just peel the stuff off of that. Yes, but he's feeling lots better. He honestly wasn't even acting like anything was going on there for a while, so go figure. So you like that brand of olive oil? I've heard it's the best that I can find locally. I have tried multiple. I'm not a fan of the ones they have at Costco. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not really a big fan of olive oil in general. Because I find that it's too bitter for me. I'm not a bitter fan. Bitter is just a flavor I've never seemed to enjoy. He looks funny with both the t-shirt and the collar. What brand is that? It was like the Costco Crooklyn brand, but not the Costco one from Spain with the horse. You like gin and tonics? No, I don't. I've never had a gin and tonic. This is the Graza, the cooking one, and then the Drizzle, which is like the finishing one. I guess they both say Drizzle. I got these from Target. This is what I was using, which I don't mind. It's all right. And then I was using the big giant Kirkland brand from Costco prior to that. But it just tasted rotten. To be fair, I also had it for a while, so it probably just went rancid. Why do you think I would like gin and tonic? I'm gonna guess. Probably not. All right, I'm gonna blend this sauce together real quick. Using my immersion blender. If I can find it. There we go. Hi, Skipper. Sometimes not everything needs to be a bulk purchase. I agree. You should tell that to our mother. Right now I have a Filippo Bear or whatever it's decent, but I prefer Costco. Excuse me. Who let one? Oh, it's noise canceling. They sound like farts. Yeah, I'm blending the stuff together, and whenever I go to bring it up for air, it sounds like a fart getting shot out.
Sure.
This stuff is thick. How it sounds like robots?
He really likes his pill pocket.
Does he?
Oh yeah. See how patiently he's sitting here waiting.
I like how there's a big old squash in the middle. Okay. For the most part, it's clear. I understand sticking my fingers in there was probably not the go-to, but whatever.
You tend to just, your natural reaction is to stick your hand on your food.
It's my food. I can touch it if I want. What are you seasoning this with?
Where did you put the towel?
Right there. It's already got salt, pepper, and garlic. We're also going to do some sage and shallots. So I've got shallots. I've got... okay.
Calm down. Do you just want a fork or a spoon as opposed to sticking your fingers in there?
You want to use my tweezers?
You have something other than your fingers. Jesus. You get so worked up about this.
I am trying to do a lot of things at once. Give the man a break.
No.
Elaine just did that to me on camera, and she's probably laughing her ass off. The squash has starch. It's bad to blend potatoes like this because of the starch breaking. I don't think they have as much. No, there's not really a lot of starch in this.
Why are you shouting?
This is what I talk level at.
Okay.
Anyway, sage and shallots are my seasoning. Obviously, salt and pepper whenever we get to that part.
Just can't believe you did this.
I can't believe I've done this. Joke's on you. I can absolutely 100% believe I did this. Nothing wrong with sage in the mix, though. Yeah. Technically, that's what's going to happen, so you don't actually have to pick it out.
Too late.
That's fine.
I'm going by it.
Alright, so I've gone ahead and added the shallots to the mostly cooked bacon. We're going to let them come together, be delicious. I think this is what you call a meat cute. Because there's meat. I don't know. I'm not the one who watches those shows. Why is this not on high? So I have some fettuccine, which is what the pasta is going to be. To make her do this tedious job, it's fine. Looks good. Don't. Why my keyboard keep these changing? Mamma mia. Hey, it's okay. I just want her to be involved. Some way she'll pick up some cooking knowledge through osmosis. That's what I'd like to believe. I've ruined cheese sauce for her, apparently. At restaurants. She says that, but then I make a beautiful chili con queso at home, and she devours it. She doesn't complain about ruining cheese sauces then.
My cheese sauce. I don't know why. I'm trying to eat it.
Molto bene. Do I sound like I've taken Italian? The only Italian I've taken is been taken to Italian restaurant. Guys, girl, everyone in between. The recipe does not call for this, but I am definitely going to declaze this pot with a little bit of white wine. Look at all this beautiful lawn. Do you know that that's what the bottom is called, Morgan? I once impressed my French family with a block of Velveeta and a can of Rotel. I'm sure your homemade is better, though. That's good stuff on the Maillard reaction. Yeah, I have a good, like, Velveeta cheese sauce recipe that just adds a couple of different things in a specific, like, steak seasoning blend. And I have been invited more times than I can count to come over to people's places and bring it. Little red pepper for heat. We're going to continue to let that cook down for a little bit. I need my water to continue to heat up. How long does fettuccine take? 8 minutes? 11 minutes? 9 minutes. I was in between. I apologize about the messes. Again, as always. I hope I salted this water. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. There's the sage that didn't fly into it on accident. There's the stage that did. It's all coming together, yes. This should be done fairly quickly. All right, let's taste this for seasoning before we get to the final step. See how salty it is. Okay, the salt from the bacon is there. I think it needs a little bit more pepper. And then we're on the money. How do you store leftover cooked pasta? Generally, I will either combine it with the sauce and store it that way, or I will put it in its own container. It kind of depends, because a lot of the times I'm taking it for lunch, in which case I want it all together. In the rare case I'm like at home, I will actually store them separately. That way I can control how much sauce and other stuff. And I mean, these noodles are already going to go in the sauce to be finished anyway, so I would just... They're already going to be stored together. But if I was doing separate, like spaghetti and meatballs or something, then I would store, yeah, each individually and then make my own. Not for this recipe, but sometime curry and squash is a good combo. I'd be interested to see a recipe for that. It's been on my food cooking to-do list to make a butter chicken that doesn't use coconut, that instead uses cream, because we don't like coconut milk. So I'm very interested in trying some more curry stuff. I have curry powder. I also have one for a German currywurst that uses like What is it? I have it here, actually. Let me look it up. Sorry, I'm getting through my recipe thing. It's somewhere in here. Oh, it's in my my app. We have a ton of Indians where I grew up, and butter chicken is always cream in those restaurants, and then butter or ghee is their butter. Yeah, we have both ghee and butter here because I've needed it for some English cooking. We did was it Christmas? Yeah, with Christmas we did prime rib, and I did Yorkshire pudding, which requires ghee. And then what else did I make not too long ago that had ghee in it? Well,
I know you needed it for something, but I don't remember.
oh, it was the naan. Shakshuka. We made shakshuka not that long ago, and I used ghee for the naan to make like a garlic butter sauce. Because we made homemade naan. Turned out great. Yep, English use it too. All right. We are approximately 3 minutes away from being done, and then plating and munching. If you want to fry a steak, I think ghee will not burn past the point of butter too. Yeah, ghee has extremely high smoke point, so that's why you can use it in the oven on high temperatures. You can't use that with normal butter because normal butter has a lot of water in it. I mean, butter is literally just made up of fat solids, water, and shoot, what was the other one? I was literally talking about this before when I made the brown butter for the dang dessert. Milk solids, water. Oh, and fat. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Ooh, Morgan's gonna be pissed about that one. Another thing made it through onto the bigger. My butter got through because a couple of the spots got open, so it's on the big pan. That's about it. Not just water; it's the lactose ingredients that burn. Yeah. Oh, dang it! I was supposed to add Parmesan to this. What am I doing? It's not too late. I apologize. I was supposed to add Parmesan, and it was supposed to be a different type of Parmesan, but this is what we had, so we're dealing with it. Well, no, we should use what we already had in the fridge, so this will work. I knew there was Parmesan at some point. It's even creamier. All right. These noodles have 30 seconds left. Let's taste. See if they're al dente. They're a little north of al dente. Or no, south of al dente. They're not there yet. They still got quite a bit of chew. We'll go 2 minutes. Do you have a good Easter, Ghetto? I don't know that I asked. You aren't adding shredding your own cheese. What are you doing? Well, I already had it shredded. I'm going to use what I already have before I just waste it and throw it away. Shut up, Grant. Everyone's against me. Look at the lanes like 5 from the block. That's what I always say. So I got married. Well, let's say something wrong. Alright, let's see if we're still far out. Oh, we're there. As you can see, I'm pulling it straight from the pot, so we get a little bit of that pasta water in there to help emulsify the sauce. All right, I think that's all. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Why are there two? Yeah, man, we did a sugar shack with my parents' sister. That's a Quebec tradition. Sugar shack meal. What is a sugar shack? It's a place where maple syrup is made. Oh, that's sick. Then we eat healthy things and it has a lot of maple syrup. It's not. I'm not a big fan of it once a year. Why not? That looks great. Is this the one where they put the maple syrup on the snow and then roll it and turn it into like a lollipop thing? What? That's a real thing. You just looked at me like That seems so strange. Yeah, dinner's done. Yes, you know it. Sugar on ice. We did that. That's what it was.
Good job.
I didn't even know that was a real thing until the other day, and I was like dumbfounded. Another succulent meal. Thanks, Elaine. Move the overhead lights so we can get some good pictures.
I felt the need to walk over here.
I just didn't think you were going to go. That's all. All right, let's see if we can somehow serve this beautifully.
No, you take a little and then you put it in there and spin it. Or you do that.
This has gone poorly. It's gone very poorly.
Okay.
See how you do it. That is how you do it. Still got to clean up all of the side, though. We need his kitchen tool of predilection. Would that be my food tweezers? Yes, he said yes. My food tweezers are indeed what he was referring to.
Did you want to put cheese on top of it?
Yes. I don't think we have any, but...
Did you use all the one that was in the thing?
Oh, I didn't use the new one that you bought. I used the old one.
Did you want that?
Sure. A little bit of cheesy. Yeah, Ghetto says always add cheese on top.
Yeah.
And he's a man of science.
Am I not a woman of science?
You're a woman? I've been...
Bamboozled?
Yeah, I've been bamboozled. You have little tiny fingernails?
Yeah. You flung stuff everywhere.
Tweezers are a multi-use tool. I could pull a very large splinter out of my hand, or
You mean like a wood chip?
yeah. Lane says a woman in STEM. That good?
Yeah. I hate this triangle you've made.
You're allowed to mess with it and change it.
No, that looks fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's try this bad boy and see if it's worth the hype. Using what we have pulls out more pre-shredded cheese. Yes, that is what we have. Morgan bought this when I asked her to buy me cheese yesterday.
He wanted a specific type, and I bought it wrong. So we're using what I bought wrong.
I did ask for grated cheese. She brought me shredded cheese, and I tried to be cool about it.
And he failed. You were not cool about it. You made a point to point out that I was wrong.
No, you asked what the difference was. I explained the difference, and then you got mad.
Because I bought the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't mad at you.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Elaine, you would like this without the bacon.
Did I give him more food?
Always.
I think because he didn't eat yesterday.
Yeah, this is right up your alley for a meal. Switch out the chicken stock for vegetable stock, and then take out the bacon. I bet the pepper on the bacon picks this up. Yeah, the pepper bacon's really good.
Yeah.
What do you have options for, Elaine? What's in your pantry? Don't forget we have to eat a Rice Krispy treat here, too.
Oh.
You had forgotten.
Twist my arm to... No, I saw them when I opened the fridge. Twist my arm to eat a Rice Krispie treat.
Well, good thing you live next to a freaking store.
I need to get rid of this fork. This is the one that got garbage disposed. It's pointy.
It sounds like you tried to get rid of it. You failed. And it continues to be pointy. Like a fork should be.
Yeah, but it's putting it on the wrong arm.
Well, whose fault is that?
I don't know.
Garbage disposed the correct end. Grant, are you working today?
No. Sir? Okay.
Oh, does that mean he's going to be on Halo tonight for you?
Yeah. Xander's working, but Grant is not.
I really like this.
I know, it's tasty.
I need a picture of both.
Oh, I can. You want your tweezers out?
No. Tweezers for life. Imagine if Halo 3 theme song was in on your background. Well, if we switched it to a different scene in OBS, like just chatting, and I went into my office, we could make that happen. The kitchen setup does not make playing music that is copyrighted possible. I'm literally using my phone as the camera. I don't have any other technologies. I don't even have a speaker here yet. But I do have lots of plans.
Is that tasty, bud? You want ice? I don't know that you need... You probably could just use a butter knife.
No.
It's a Rice Krispie.
No.
Okay. We're gonna cut one out of the middle of the stove.
For me, yeah. I know you just want chocolate.
No. My theory is this is your piece, this is mine.
You're right. That is a theory. I'd like to see you prove it. Now, how to get this out strategically.
Use the little spatula. Stop. 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 Use this one.
Tries to give it to me, takes it away.
Like a woman.
Wayne doesn't like those jokes.
But I made the joke.
She still doesn't like them. She hates it more that she made that joke. I love that your stainless steel pan is called Made In. Yeah, they're actually like the nicest brand of pans ever. They're stupid expensive. I do not have a plate.
Make this.
My entire Christmas gift was just getting a like 10 set.
It wasn't your entire Christmas gift.
But let's look at this cross section here. We've got half chocolate, half normal. You got a nice mix.
You want a picture of that?
Yeah. Do you think it's a good one, or would you rather get a picture of
One of
each?
each? I like one of each, but I'll still.
Like, made in what? Jesus, China, Japan? Who the hell knows? Haha. You picked a comically large knife for that job.
Right?
All of my knives are comically large.
They are not.
Have you seen me? Well, you have. You're my sister.
I'm your wife.
Says who? The state of Missouri? All right, I'm going to try the normal side first.
Should we try? Made no reaction.
I feel like a noob for suggesting vanilla when you clearly are the king of the Rice Krispie game. Ghetto, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the first time I've made Rice Krispies. But I did make everything here from scratch minus the Rice Krispies. And it is one of the best Rice Krispies I've had. It's already gone a little stale, which is unfortunate, but
Ow.
I don't know. Are you serious? Yes. My sister used to make these all the time. My mom used to make them. I just didn't make a lot of desserts. I normally leave it up to my wife because that's her thing. She loves making desserts. I think the chocolate side is better.
Oh.
But I know you're going to say that. Yeah, these are quite good. I highly suggest you make these. That was always the birthday treat I'd bring to my class. All we did was the recipe on the box. Well, here's the thing, Ghetto. Is I have this cooking channel, or a cooking stream, and I feel like if I just do the basic version of everything, then nobody's going to watch me. So that's why I do like upgraded versions of stuff. But it's also good practice to see if I'm able to do it, because I go into this a lot of times super stressed I'm going to fuck it up.
You do. You're your own worst enemy.
So I'm super excited when it comes out good. I hear that. Yeah, that's a better picture.
Yeah, get your hand out of it.
Yo, aim high, and that's a good thing, yes. Listen, I have some ambition in life, and it's to be decent at cooking some
Is
stuff.
that okay?
Honestly, I think taking it from over here was a better picture, like where you could see the cross section of the two. If I'm being honest, it looks very pretty from here.
It does.
I would do a 0.5 photo too. What is the 0.5? Is that where we eat half of it? Is that an aperture setting?
Yeah.
Rich.
It looks weird. I don't like it. That's a good one, and I think it looks good.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I think you just got my 0.5 setting picture. Where I said it was, if you eat half of it, then take a picture.
Oh. Yeah, there's a delay.
Delay in me fishing it.
Yeah.
You just have to angle it right with that setting. Is that setting on the phone?
We have a food filter on our phone's camera, and that's the one I tend to use for all of our pictures.
Yeah, it's built into the Android. I'll show you more in the frame. It'll show you more in the frame.
I don't want to do more in the frame.
Apparently, we just need to have Elaine come over here and do the photos. Morgan, you're fired.
Yay!
No food. That was your pay.
What?
This pasta was so good. I'm no pro, but for pictures, I think white and light green are going to contrast hard on the black counter. We are working on getting some matte black and matte white bowls and plates to help with that. Elaine says if I get a free dinner, sure.
It's gonna have meat in it.
Mm-hmm. That's not always true. I've made vegetarian meals. Or I'll just feed her the side. Here's all the roasted broccoli that I was going to get.
No, that's mine.
Alas.
Look at that look. Oh, he changed.
Somebody's decided he wants to go out.
Did you put spice in that pasta?
A little red chili flakes.
He's got a bunch.
You got a bunch of red chili flakes? I put like 10.
I think they were all in my one bite.
Nah. You're just being a baby.
What else is new?
I like how you're going back for the pasta instead of eating Rice Krispies.
I want to finish this. I prefer this while it's warm. Jesus. I won't want the pasta once it cools down.
Oh, I never cleaned up the milk.
Overall, good meal, good dessert.
You hear that? Good ratings. I want a doggo, goddamn. Never could have one. Well, I think you could probably get one now. When you reheat this pasta later, splash a little water on it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. This will definitely thicken into a nice paste.
You say that like you'll reheat it.
Yeah, I probably will eat it cold, to be honest with you.
Straight out of the container.
No, I can't at my building. Well,
They keep coming back and seeing ours.
well, Ghetto, we don't have a problem with Ghetto coming back. He likes hanging out here. But when you said you were trying to buy some real estate that has the ability to have dogs. He says, "Oh, I love eating it cold too." Says we are the same. Says, yeah. Me and Ghetto are the same. I just have a dog and he doesn't. But he'll get one once he's rich. I'm 24 subscribers away from being able to monetize this, to be an affiliate. I have reached the 3 average viewers. Now I just need to get people to come hang out.
I like the people that come hang out right now.
Well, I want a triplex or a quadruplex, and if I own it, I'll make the rules right, so then I'll get a dog. You want a quadruplex, a triplex? Is it going to be like all 4 corners, or is it going to be multi-story, where it's like 2 on the bottom, 2 on top?
You missed.
The dog will eat it.
Is it because you left the cereal out for so long?
It went not that long.
Oh. I don't know, it's stale. I think just sitting in there without a lid on it probably didn't help.
Well, I'm sure that's cold probably also has an effect. It's not bad. I'll still eat them if they're a little less airy. Yes, sir. Multi-story probably from what I've been looking at. Yeah, that'll be good. There'll be a lot of maintenance for you if things ever happen. But 4 tenants, it's good money. It's going to cost around $800K, so I still need to save for about a year. Yeah.
Is it Ghetto or Red that does the landscaping?
Red does the landscaping, Ghetto works in finance.
Ah.
He lives in Canada, which is why he was eating the maple syrup. Red lives in Tennessee. $800K is like $500K US. Yeah. I've always found the Canada amount that they when they sell stuff here, because you always get the US and the Canada one next to it.
Canada's always higher.
I've always found it funny that there isn't like a regular conversion all the time, like $1 to $1.3. You know, like it fluctuates. Like with the yen, it's a pretty drastic change, but with Canada, it must not change much. It always seems the price stays the same on everything. Then again, I'm also ignorant, so I don't know. I just wrote a course on finance. Would that be finance for people who aren't accountants, or some people trade in currency alone? Yeah. That's risky. I bought some art from a guy. It took him 9 months to make the art, and then at the end, he wanted the last half of the payment and asked for more because the dollar had depreciated. But it was a matter of $7, so I didn't really care that much. It was an intro course, Elaine.
They're very rich.
Yeah, it's the brown butter.
I just assumed it was the handmade marshmallow.
It's also the handmade marshmallow. How do you think they compare to normal ones?
They're richer and like gooier.
Is that a positive or not?
Yeah.
You don't want that one?
I don't know if I want a whole one.
I mean, if you know your shit and study every day, it's less risky. I mean, that's true, but the things that changes the value of the dollar versus any, you know, is it the Canadian dollar? What's Canadian currency called? Well, back to the yen, because that's the one I know the most about. The yen versus the dollar. Any changes in valuation come from changes in GDP, political, all kinds of stuff. Canadian dollar, okay, I was right.
I think if you just eat this one, it's good. But after eating that one to this one pales in comparison to the chocolate one.
Yeah, I know. You love the chocolate one. We should wrap one up and give it to Elaine when we see her in like 4 months. We'll freeze it for you, Elaine.
When's Mother's Day?
I don't know.
It's in May.
It's not May yet. It's just now April.
That's true.
We just now had Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, because May is Fall Guy, and that's like the next thing we care about. Oh, other than the Sam Raimi Boy Kills World movie.
So you don't want me to cut these all up, or do you just want me to cover it and then close it?
I thought we would cut them up and then like wrap them each individually in plastic wrap, so that they were kind of like a.
You just made a huge mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a mess regardless.
Why didn't you just put it in like a bigger bowl since we're gonna be here?
I don't know. This is what I naturally do.
Okay.
Mail it in May. Because these cardboard buildings that a lot of population invested in, it's going to be an inside crash. I'm talking 20+% of the economy. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some bubbles that come bursting at some point. I don't know that the housing market is going to burst quite as bad as it did in 2008, just because there's such a drastic need for housing, at least in the U.S. So I think there's always going to be some level of value there, but I definitely think prices are pretty high. It's definitely not looking good for a lot of that. If that's your sole investment, yeah, it's rough. Well, you got to diversify.
I mean, who are we kidding? I'm gonna eat that. Oh, and I'm gonna eat that one.
So you're saying I should have just made them all chocolate? You would have been happier?
It's not that I would have been happier, but it sounds like you also like the chocolate.
I do like the chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate guy initially, but like a little bit of chocolate's good.
I love chocolate.
I am aware. I have been your personal chef for 6 years almost.
You know, we've been married for 6 years, but we dated for almost 2 years before that.
Yes, but I didn't cook every meal then. I still required you to do some service. I was only referencing the Chinese market. I really need to diversify. I don't. Do you guys invest? I play around every once in a while, but for the most part, we keep ours in our 401k, pension, stuff like that. We don't really, we let them kind of diversify it, and then I have some stuff I play around with occasionally, but I'm not particularly great. I mean, I made a decent amount off. I made like 3,000 off of the GameStop stuff when it was happening, but...
Do you want me to cut this little row in half and make them little, or are they okay big?
They're okay big.
Okay. Do you want to wipe that up and then we can start working on these?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, right. I need to do more of that. Yeah.
I don't need more water. Not right now, but... So you want to try saran wrapping them all?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. That's what the recipe suggests to do. I only have 2 pans and a knife I have to clean. Sorry for you, though.
For everything I have to clean?
Yeah, but you got a delicious meal and a delicious...
Succulents!
A succulent Chinese meal. He's fine out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Do you put your bonus in the 401k? I don't receive a bonus. I work for the government, unfortunately. I took mine out because it was too complicated not to. And Elaine yells, "Gentlemen!"
What?
Yes?
I don't. I'm gonna put mine in a 401k. One.
If you put yours in a 401k, you would run into a lot of issues about maxing out your 401k in a year.
We don't need to talk about that in front of guests. This is Democracy Manifest. Such a good video.
I see you know your kung fu well.
I see you know your kung fu well. Ah! What is it about the floor?
Huh?
The floor?
What about it?
Did he?
That's a different thing.
That's a different one?
Fuck
Oh,
you.
that's the fuck you?
Not that it's any of your business, but
No.
fuck you and fuck off. And leave me to my lotion.
And leave me to lotions, that's right. Both good videos.
Knife clean. Ah, I see you know your judo well.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Grant showed back up.
That was almost a catastrophe.
What did you say to me?
Me?
Did you call me a cat?
No, 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 no. I would never call you a cat. That's automatic divorce from you.
Lane didn't even show me her dang little kitten.
Melfi? Melfi? Is that her name?
More like made up.
I stare the wrong way on these things. She was scared.
Why was she scared of me? I've been
Grant said I was busy with some shit outside. How was the food?
You tell him. You're the one who has an opinion.
It was good. It was very tasty. The dinner was good. The dessert is good. The Rice Krispy treats
Is the dessert.
are very... I was going to clarify, but if you're going to be a backseat commenter... Ugh. With extra legroom?
I wish.
Anyway, the Rice Krispy treats, because he made the marshmallow, are really rich and like creamy. They're quite tasty. I have saran wrapped this to the counter.
Well, it shouldn't go anywhere.
There we go.
Okay, last pan. Is this a pan situation? Lots of back beat seat happening today. What the heck is the beat seat?
The new cop show.
I think it's what he does in his room alone.
With his massager
Yeah.
for his back.
Yeah.
Back. He says, I feel personally attacked.
Good. Now that you're 26, there's no one there to defend you. Oh no. What are you failing to do over there?
No, it got stuck.
Whatever. Why'd you just say they taste stale? I mean, you made them.
It's not that they're stale.
It's not that they're stale. I just don't know that them being cold. They made them just kind of less crunchy. I don't know.
I think you should have put them in there with the lid on.
I probably should have put them in there with the lid on or something.
Because Rice Krispies are notorious for, like, becoming stale really quickly.
Well, I'll put it in for lessons for next time. Also, you know how you were laughing about the pan? Made in Italy. There you go. Mystery solved! God, you look like you work at Starbucks. It was not meant to be demeaning. It was just meant to be a joke.
I know. I didn't take it to meeting.
Give me a look. I'll kill him!
Take that life insurance policy he took out on himself.
Yeah. Ah, here we go. Indeed, mystery solved. I think I got pasta on my tablet.
I've looped.
Probably the light saying kill him.
Democracy. It's my father.
Oh. What's he want?
I don't know. It looks to be a picture of my mother. I didn't open it.
Ew. Nobody wants to see that. Okay.
Rude.
Wow, it says I only have... Oh, I have 5 viewers. Women always give looks. Yeah, my wife throws me a lot of looks. Like, get back to work, and you lazy sack of shit. But I'm used to it after 6 years. You shrug it off. My secretary brought me a 100-year-old egg today. Is that a century egg?
A century egg? Yeah. That's like a thing.
Is it purpley, green, and gross? It's like a brown boiled egg. It was interesting. Did you eat it?
Old.
How did it taste? I think those might be illegal in the U.S.
No, I thought Chinese food places sometimes sold them.
Mm-mm. Damn, that egg is almost as old as Morgan. Yeah, century eggs are like a delicacy. But I don't even know where you could find them. I always find them really gross. Like the white was good, but the inside was rotten and still tasted okay. Okay, not great though.
Ew.
Well, thank you for telling me that, so that I never have to try it. You today were the hero. The dog's peeing.
Good for him. He's been drinking water.
That means he's got moisture that he can expel.
Not through his little leaky spot on his chest either.
And he's back.
I think his leash is stuck. He's only partway back.
I gotta tell you, when we took the dog to the ER, when we were done and taking him home, he was a little drugged up because they had to clean his spot, and he went full ragdoll on me. Like
130-pound ragdoll.
He did not make it easy to get him. It was like awful. It's not horrible, guys, just weird. I mean, yeah, but
Chris,
I don't have to try everything.
he gets very grossed out by like expiration dates and stuff on food. And because there's Best By, Sell By, and Use By dates. And Chris was just throwing everything away at one point.
I had, when I was younger, a very sensitive stomach.
Elaine, can you corroborate this story?
I filled up with water. Outside.
It came in a vacuum seal.
Well, yeah, because it was buried underground for many years. The process on how they make those is really interesting, actually. Sounds like a skill issue to me. How am I supposed to be good at expiration date? I do my best nowadays to try and eat or use it before the expiration date. I don't always succeed, but I think I make a good effort. Elaine, preach. Weak immune system, shaking my head. You're right. I should probably get outside and get some more vitamin D.
I have pills for that.
Eat that ice, buddy. All right, you ready?
For what?
I'll just call it a
The
night.
dishes? All
Yeah.
of the dishes that you created?
I cleaned my dishes. 3 pans and 2 knives. All right, we're going to call the stream here. It's been successful. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Oh man, it's been 3 hours. This is a long one.
Yeah.
Grant, I'm sure you'll see Morgan on Halo. Good to have you back, Ghetto. Hope you can make it to the next one. And I hope you enjoy that new phone. Elaine, I hope you figure out dinner. And Grant, we'll see you soon. All right, see you guys. Have a good rest of your Thursday.